The greatest art was also the greatest crime. Resonant sculpture was the official term. Soul carving was the whispered one. Using harmonic fields and focused emotion to imprint psychic echoes into matter. 50 years prior, a weaponized dread spire induced catatonic despair in a city. The practice was banned. All tools were destroyed. All practitioners were silenced. But the art didn't die. It went underground, into myth, and into Lev. Lev was a sanitizer. His job was to find and dismantle the last illegal resonant engines. He was the best. He was driven by a cold certainty. The art was a poison. Emotion given physical form was a lie, a trap, a weapon. His latest target was in the underbelly of Ithaca, where waste heat created perpetual, dripping fog. The signal was faint, a ghost of a harmonic signature. He found the engine in a derelict public greenhouse. The machine was old, cobbled together from spare parts. Its forbidden crystalline core glowed with a weak, guilty light. And before it stood not a hardened criminal, but a young woman, her hands hovering over the controls, eyes closed. Before he could announce himself, the engine hummed to life. A low, pure tone filled the damp air. She was working. She wasn't carving stone. She was working on a puddle of stagnant water, using harmonics to hold its shape. And into this water sculpture, she was pouring a feeling. Lev felt it hit him like a wave. It was grief. The planet's lament. It was the most devastatingly honest thing he had ever experienced. He didn't raise his disruptor. He stood, paralyzed. The water collapsed back into a mundane puddle. Sela opened her eyes and saw him. She didn't flee. She just looked exhausted, she explained quietly. The engines weren't weapons. They were translators. The original sin wasn't the art, but its control. The Dread Spire was created by a committee that strip-mined a resonator's grief, amplified it, and weaponized it. They took a prayer and turned it into a bomb. The art itself was neutral, a mirror, reflecting beauty or horror. Lev's certainty shattered. He had spent his career destroying mirrors because one had been used to bludgeon someone. He looked at the weeping engine. It was a tool of release, giving form to formless pain so it could be acknowledged, diminished. His grandfather hadn't been cruel. He had been forced to carve lies. The poison wasn't the emotion, it was the coercion. He made his choice.